It's Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D on the Nintendo 3DS, featuring remastered levels from Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5. It's your favorite characters fighting waves of enemies with arcade-style scoring in Resident Evil meets zombie survival mode in 3D on the 3DS. In fact, this is one of the best 3DS games that I've played to date. There's 8 playable characters in the game. Resident Evil fans will be familiar with them. You can play single player or co-op with a friend via network play. You also unlock outfits and skills as you plow your way through these mindless enemies trying to eat your brains. The game plays exactly like Resident Evil 4 or 5, except it's on the 3DS, so the control system is a bit awkward because the 3DS is frankly not as comfortable to use as a controller. You move around with the analog stick and go into the aiming mode with the front right button on the DS controller. So it's a bit clumsy, but that's pretty much the only hurdle that you'll have to face. If you enjoy the combat sequences in the newer Resident Evil games, you'll love this one. Because that's all it is. It's just combat. There's no plot to speak of. There's no elaborate cutscenes. There's no story. You just go in and shoot things for points. You can earn combo points by wasting enemies quickly. And as you might expect from the Resident Evil series, they get harder and harder as you progress through the game. And there's also some end boss battles, which can be extremely challenging. Different characters have different weapons, and you're scored after you complete each of the levels per character. In fact, you may have to use certain characters to defeat certain end bosses as you're making your way through the game. You can reload and switch weapons using the touch screen, which also shows you a map. The 3D effect in Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D is used quite well. But like a lot of the 3DS games, if you get really into the gameplay and start moving your DS around, you'll lose that effect. And this game works just as well in 3D as it does in 2D. It's a really nice looking game. This does away with the creepiness that the Resident Evil series is known for and puts all of the focus on combat, which I'm not really sure is the best part of the series, but it works remarkably well for this game. They're short missions, and that's ideal for a portable game on the go. You can play them over and over again, trying to get the highest score and seeing which of the characters works best for which levels. And obviously, you unlock characters as you play through the game. This is a nice way to bring Resident Evil onto the small 3D screen. It's endlessly entertaining if you enjoy the combat. But wait, there's more. You also get the Resident Evil Revelations pilot, which is creepy. This is a nice package that works well on the 3DS. It looks great, the 3D works well, and it's fun. What more can you ask for? Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D.